Hello everyone, this is Michele Mattix with an episode of Healing in Nature. You can see that I'm in beautiful Sedona. You can see the red rock formations behind me. And I've just hiked out to a private place and I found a nice meditation area. And I want to talk to you today about healing meditations. If you're anything like I am, you feel a lot. And that feeling is good. It's what connects us to life. It's what gives us passion and makes life enjoyable. The flip side of that is that it can cause a lot of angst and frustration and feelings that you may not consciously understand or be aware of, but you feel them kind of moving around in you, bumping into trigger points that cause these emotional responses. And that can lead to moodiness and behavior that from the outside may look very erratic, may look very moody and difficult for people to understand. From the inside, it can feel very confusing. You don't quite feel what you're feeling. You maybe are in a little bit of denial, so you don't recognize that there's an issue at all. Sometimes we have peace in the world, in our personal worlds, and in the world around us. But mostly, life presents us with all kinds of challenges. Challenges in our own self, in our interpersonal relationships, our career, you name it, all around. And all you have to do is look at the news to see all the conflict and turmoil there is in the world at large. So this is something that we have to learn to deal with. And meditation is an excellent tool for helping to put some water on the flames of that emotion. And I think it's a good practice to add to your toolkit. But there's one issue that I have with meditation, and it's not necessarily with meditation itself, but rather how it's applied, how some people apply it. And that is that it can be a source of denial. Meditation often brings us up into our head, and we want to quiet the mind and find peace up here. Now, if you're really meditating, you're going to feel it in your heart and in your full body. But a lot of times, it's difficult for us to reach those places. And I find that it's easy to kind of pretend that everything's okay. And meditation kind of pacifies any real feelings, any real issues that really do need to be dealt with in some way. So that's the threat. That's one of the dangers of meditation from my perspective. Now, having said that, I think meditation is a terrific tool for quieting the mind so that you can feel what it is that you're feeling inside of your body. So I like to think of this as there's a veil. Oftentimes there's a veil between our feeling body and our mental body. We feel something and it starts to make itself known in ways that, unless you're very consciously attuned to, it can be easy to deny. We're trained from an early age to deny our feelings. They may not be pretty, they may not be nice, so it's easier to just deny them. And what happens is they don't go away. You think that you're sweeping them under the carpet, and in fact you may be, but they're still there, demanding attention. And the bigger the heap of emotions under your carpet becomes, the more you need to express and really feel what's going on in there. So I like to use meditation as a tool to help me calm the mind so that I can get into dialogue with myself, my real self, and feel what I'm really feeling. I think the best way to do this is to set your intention. So I've just taken a hike, about a 20-minute hike, rather a little bit strenuous, and my intention throughout the hike was to help process whatever's happening emotionally, to bring it to the surface. If there's anything that requires my conscious attention, I want it to move to that level so that I can deal with it and allow that emotion to move through me. Sometimes emotions don't require the conscious level. They just need to be felt and then released in some way. So I set my intention for my hike to begin that process. And now that I'm out in nature and I've found my spot, I'm going to use meditation to help put me in touch with the earth energy, with the beautiful nature around me, and to really calm down so that I can dialogue with myself. So today's meditation is going to be a process of relaxation, and then we'll move into the heart center so that we can really become aware of what's happening from the heart instead of just the mind. And then depending on how you process your emotions, you may feel it in your heart, you may feel it lower down in your solar plexus, or lower down still in your gut. This is an area where a lot of people hold on to emotions that don't get expressed. So they're tense, there may be constipation or digestive issues, or just a lot of stomach issues in general. So the purpose today is just going to be to calm down and move down into these feeling centers of the body so that we can begin a dialogue with ourselves. So make yourself comfortable. If you'd like to do this meditation, find a nice place to sit and make yourself comfortable. And I recommend that you feel safe wherever you are, someplace where you're not going to be overheard by other people if you're concerned about that, and somewhere where you won't be interrupted. Turn off the cellular and Wi-Fi around you so you won't receive any interruptions, and just make yourself as comfortable as you can, knowing that you're in a secure environment to get in touch with your emotional self. And there's nothing to be afraid of. A lot of times we put our emotions in denial because we're afraid of those feelings. Sometimes they can be very strong and overwhelming and confusing. And a lot of people around us at this time in life or in your past maybe didn't know how to deal with that, which adds to the confusion and the desire to just make them go away. So nothing to be afraid of. So we'll say a little prayer and we'll begin a brief meditation. So close your eyes and correct your posture. Sit up straight if that's comfortable for you. Allow your head to rest gracefully atop your spine. And you can slightly tuck your chin in towards your neck to elongate the back of your neck just a little bit. And let's take a couple of deep breaths. And by deep breath, I mean feel it down in your belly. If you want to take your hand and place it on your belly so that you can feel the air moving into your belly. Inhale deeply through your nose. And you should feel your hand move out as your belly expands with air. And then gently release that breath. Continue to breathe like this a couple of times. And notice as you do how the body relaxes. When you move into the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, your breathing becomes deeper and your body is moving into a state of relaxation. So you can help to trigger that in your body by breathing deeply. It sends the signal to your body that it's okay to relax. This is always a good way to begin a meditation. As you continue to take these long, slow, deep breaths, feel yourself relaxing and consciously set your intention. An example of an intention here could be, I want to relax and really feel my true feelings, to move into communication with my emotional body. bring your breathing to normal. Just let your breath do what it wants to do. But keep your awareness on the relaxation process and your intention. And wherever you're sitting, if you're sitting outside in nature like I am right now, or if you're inside sitting on a chair or a cushion, the floor, wherever you are, feel your connection with the earth. Feel the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. Maybe your feet, maybe your bottom, maybe you're lying down so your entire back is in contact with the ground. And just feel the energy of your body melting into the ground. Visualize all the stress and frustration in any part of your body finding its way to that connection with the ground. Just allow it to discharge into the earth. And at the same time, feel the energy from the earth reaching up to fill your body with a grounded, calm peacefulness. So you're releasing, you're discharging all of your excess static into the earth. And at the same time, you're allowing the earth energy to reach up into your being and ground you. Just feel the nurturing of that earth energy. Nature. It's comforting. Like a loving parent to a child. If you've ever had to calm a child or calm an animal, feel that calmness from the earth and you pass it on through your heart to help calm that wild impulse. And you can do the same for yourself. If it helps you to imagine the earth as a mother reaching up to hug you and calm you, use that imagery, whatever works for you. And just feel your body relaxing into the earth as your breathing continues to be natural and easy. And now, while maintaining that connection with the earth, move your awareness up to the heavens and feel yourself reach out through your head, through the top of your body, up to the heavens to connect to the God energy or the universe, whatever image is comfortable for you. But feel yourself reach out, relaxing your mind, quieting the thoughts, and just resting in this peaceful place, knowing that you're secure and grounded to the earth and connected and loved by God, the universe, the heavenly energy. Let's take a few breaths like this and just feel that comfort as if your earthly mother and your heavenly father are both there, loving you and embracing you. If your mind wants to wander away, just bring it back to the sensation of nurturing, being grounded and expanded at the same time. If you have a lot of emotional stuff happening and you're trying to get into a meditative state, sometimes it can be challenging. And this is the area that I was referring to earlier, where you don't want to go into denial. In other words, you don't want to ignore your feelings and only focus on the light and the love. That's a very common approach, but it's not honoring the emotions. It's a fine line. You don't want the emotions to rule you, but neither do you want to deny what you're feeling. So it's a practice to find that balance within you. To basically say, I know there's a lot of emotion happening right now. I feel the turmoil. And I will process it. But right now, I need to reach a meditative state so that I can process those emotions more gracefully. And you can do that. It's like carrying a big load of plates and having to open a door and make your way to the kitchen. You're doing two things at once. Not multitasking, but integratively. You're holding the space for both things to be true. Now move your awareness down into your heart center. It's your breastbone area. And just imagine that you can look in and see and feel your heart center with each breath. If it helps, you may want to take your left hand and place it over your heart. And use your awareness to enliven this area. To really feel your heart. With each in-breath, you can visualize a golden glow emanating from your heart center. And with each exhale, visualize it gently expanding as you become more aware of your heart center. Just allow your entire awareness to rest in this area. So you're not thinking about it, but you're feeling, you're experiencing your current well-being through your heart center. If you have any strong emotions, just soothe them like you would soothe an upset child or a frightened animal. Just embrace your heart and that grounded but expanded energy. You're going to be your own divine parents to your inner child. Remember your intention to come into communion with your feelings. And you may begin to feel feelings at this point. And if you do, just allow that process to unfold naturally, maintaining this duality of awareness of being your own divine parent on one hand, and being your inner child, the part of you that has these emotions on the other hand. So you're going to be the feeler, feeling the feelings, and you're also going to be the wise, loving counselor, parent. Maintaining this awareness in your heart center, move your awareness down to your solar plexus area. It's the area just below your rib cage, between your navel and your heart. And if it helps, you can move your hand to that area of your body. This is your power center. And internally scan to see if you have any feelings that are ready to make themselves known to you here. And again, be calm. Don't let your feelings run wild without also being there to provide support and love for yourself. If at any time you need to cry or make some kind of sound or maybe massage the area, these are all good tools to help move that energy closer to the surface. And finally, bring your attention down to your gut, to the area right around your navel. You can move your hand to that part of your body. And again, just feel if there's anything there that's ready to move, any feelings that are ready to be released, or any feelings that need your conscious awareness to help process. So again, feel the connection with Mother Earth and with the Father energy, the God energy, the universe. And feel your own feelings through these center areas of your body, from your heart all the way down to your gut. And if it helps, you can begin an inner dialogue. I like to think of my feelings as my inner child. I visualize my inner child. And I can remember how it was to be a child and feel the confusion of feelings, not knowing what they are, how to deal with them, how to talk about them. So I visualize that child. And I also visualize myself as the wise, grounded parent. Maybe that wasn't your real experience with your own parents, but it can be now. Through the Mother Earth and Father Sky, you can embody that wise parent. And just ask your inner child, what's going on? How do you feel? What's wrong? And listen from your heart, from your gut, what the response is. It's not a mental exercise. Your inner child may speak to you in words that you hear, maybe feelings that you feel in your body, maybe images. Ask with a pure heart, the answers will be there for you. to be the feeler of your feelings, embodied in the image of your inner child, while at the same time being the compassionate, loving parent, listening to what that child has to say and responding with non-judgmental love and acceptance. And let your child express. You may need to shout into a pillow, throw a fit, cry, move around and make guttural sounds, whatever you need to do. The point is to move the energy. And you can do that in a meditative state. So you can be conscious and aware and use your meditation as a healing experience for yourself. And if you don't feel any emotion that's needing your conscious attention, just know that as you go deeper into your meditation, you're releasing all kinds of energy. And just consciously allow any static or fragments from undigested emotions to be released. With each exhale, you may feel movement in your body. You may feel the residual feeling. Let the process guide you. Keep your eyes closed and continue feeling yourself relax. But begin the process of coming back. Take your time. When you feel ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Slowly open your eyes. Let the world in slowly. There's no rush. This is a good process that you can do whenever you feel like there's emotion moving inside of you and you can't quite express it yet. You maybe recognize the signs of that emotion controlling your behavior, pushing buttons, making you moody, making you difficult to be around, making you feel like a stranger to yourself. You don't have to feel that way. You can use meditation and your intention in nature to find what's bothering you and be your own divine parent so that you can feel nurtured and loved and fully express what you need to express. This is Michele Mattix saying goodbye for now.